This is the Road 10 with DJ Moma from Everyday People.
Yay.
Moma, are you ready for the Road 10?
Absolutely not. What are we doing?
Bonus Patreon. Bonus Patreon. Road 10.
Bonus.
All right, so we're going to ask you 10 questions.
I bet.
It's kind of like the end of Active Studio when he's like, what's your favorite curse word?
Right on.
Blah, blah, blah. So, all right. Question number one. What's your favorite city to DJ in? Number one.
It's a tie. London, New York.
London, New York?
Yeah.
All right.
What's your absolute favorite thing to eat after a gig? Like guilty pleasure.
Favorite thing to eat after a gig? I mean, I like breakfast food, man. Like if it's late night,
Yeah.
I do like breakfast food.
In New York, where? Like what was the go-to?
What was the meal?
And but I go to a lot of diners. There's this diner called Orion on 23rd and 2nd Avenue.
That's the Seinfeld joint.
Yeah, what was the spot we used to go to, the French restaurant?
Oh, so that was L'Express. L'Express on 21st and Park Avenue.
Yeah.
They had a lamb burger.
It's crazy.
Moroccan lamb burger with the goat cheese.
Yeah.
I mean, that was my peak, like, unhealthy years.
Yeah.
Eating that at like 4:30, 5 a.m. That would be my guilty pleasure.
We were there for it was a good year or so where we just went there every night afterward.
The lamb burger from L'Express. Shout out L'Express. They're still open. They're no longer 24/7 though. That's just a symptom of what the city has become. They close at like 2 a.m. or something.
All the 24-hour spots, they just
pretty much dubbed.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Is there a particular routine or ritual that you have before a gig?
Yeah, 100%. Like, I usually turn off my phone, especially if I'm doing something that's like Everyday People or Dance, where I have a team of people who can handle a lot of these things for me. That's a privilege. But I will turn off my phone. I will go through my MacBook for about an hour. But I'm not necessarily going through music anymore. It's not about the music. I'm going through folders because we still don't have a searchable crate feature. Serato, I'm talking to you.
Get it together, please.
And so the hardest thing in Serato is not finding tracks. It's finding folders, especially if I've been on the Serato keeping the same folder since 2005. So I have an incredible amount of folders. And if I organize the folders in advance, then I'm able to DJ and improvise the way I want to. But if I can't find the right folder, then I won't be able to, because sometimes you don't remember the name of the song, you don't remember the artist. The only thing you know is a BPM.
You get brain freeze after a while, yeah.
So I spent an hour like consolidating folders and putting them like top of mind, right at the bottom, and then I cascade them, and then I feel like I'm able to work. And after that, I shower, brush my teeth, call an Uber, and then go to the gig.
It's business as usual.
Yeah.
What's your most memorable night DJing?
Most memorable night, man, I've had so many, and I hate to say it like that. Listen, opening up for Drake in Montreal,
wow,
was pretty incredible because it was a 30-minute set, and like I said before, it wasn't like an early warm-up while the arena is filling up. It was direct support. It was directly before Drake. So it was a full arena.
Anticipation.
28,000 people.
Crazy.
And I just had to go banger after banger, phone lights, and I just felt like I did my part, like I contributed to the party.
But it was great because your family was there too. Like Boss was there.
Abe was there. Yeah, Cole was going to perform
Cole was there,
later on. And I was just filling in for their tour DJ.
Yeah.
And, I felt like I bodied it. And I just remember it. I was like, wow, that was quite.
Yeah.
Because, I don't necessarily like to talk on the mic. I can. I can do all, but when you're dealing with 30,000 people, you got to talk. You know what I mean? And you can't stutter. You know what I'm saying? And your delivery's got to be clear. And you can't even tell the lighting guy, hey, don't put the lights on me, put them on the crowd. Nah, the lights are going to be on you. And, I barely prepared for it, but I just kind of winged it I took a 3-hour Everyday People set and I condensed it in 30 minutes, just the highlights.
Yeah.
Hit those points.
And then towards the end, I was able to just kind of get creative with it. I felt like they would respond to like some Frank Ocean, and I had 30,000 people singing Novocaine, which was incredible.
Yeah, crazy.
That was one of the last records I played.
Speaking of that, what's your favorite song to end the night with?
If I'm in an Amapiano zone, it's a Kelvin Momo record, which think it's called Overdrive. I'm not sure. It's just like a jazz guitar. I'm a piano-driven record. But if like I'm in an R&B room, I love me a Erykah Badu Bag Lady, like the album version.
Yeah.
Not like the Dr. Dre sound
Not the explosive
version.
remix.
Yeah. The album version. Or like Miguel, Do You Like Drugs? I have a bunch of songs like that that I like to end the night with. But I'll probably say Erykah Badu Bag Lady, the album version.
What's a genre of music that you never get to play but you love?
I don't get to play enough merengue.
Really?
Yeah, I don't get to play because merengue just sits right there with that soca. It's the same tempo.
Yeah.
And there's so many genres that I got to run through nowadays that I don't have time to get to merengue. But I have pretty deep merengue crates.
Really?
Yeah, because when I was in Zanzibar during lockdown, during COVID.
During the Panini?
Yeah, during the Panini. It was just an international crowd of people there, and you got to find these touch points to connect to people. And you can't just play danza kuduro. You got to find other shit to dig into. And I found that with merengue, even if people didn't know it, once you got into a set, everybody rocked with it. Yeah. Black, white, European, people from the islands or what have you.
Right.
So that's something that I want to focus on more. And maybe adjacently to that, baila funk. I don't get to play enough of that every day. I just don't have enough time to run through everything I got to run through.
Yeah. I mean, baila funk goes really perfect in the pocket.
Yeah, I play a lot of that at Dance 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 on Wednesdays.
Yeah,
but Dance 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 wouldn't be the right room for merengue. It would be weird over there.
It's your birthday. You can have any DJ you want, any performer you want, and any venue you want. What are you choosing for your birthday? Who are you choosing for your birthday?
I would have DJ Goldfinger.
Oh, shit. That's 2 in a day.
At Cielo.
Wow,
with a live performance by Leroy Burgess.
Ooh.
And he would do like Over Like
crazy.
a Fat Rat. He would do all my favorite songs of all time.
Wow.
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Cielo's such a great.
Yeah, that's a room.
venue.
That's a good room.
That's a room, and it was underrated for hip hop.
Yeah.
Every time I've been to a hip hop party at Cielo, it was incredible. It was
system
was almost better than the house
nuts.
parties.
Nuts. The system was nuts.
Tony Touch was doing his party there towards the end of the
Little
Cielo
Louis
days.
Vega too.
Yeah. That's great. Just 2 times you got mentioned for.
Yeah, man. I'm on a
birthday
fucking
DJ.
roll.
It was Estelle picked him too as well.
I mean, it's also intimidating to have him sit next to me.
Well, you that.
Who is someone you'd like to say thank you to that you never got a chance to say thank you to before?
DJ 11. Yeah.
That's nice.
I think DJ 11, when he met me, and I was kind of like, I wasn't even DJing, right? When I met DJ 11, I heard him playing in a spot in the Lower East Side, and I just distinctly remember him playing like Gangstar, The Question Remains, and I was like, ooh, this white boy knows what he's doing. Yeah. The Question Remains, that's all. It wasn't even on the album. It was
a bonus cut.
It was a bonus cut, right? And I was dating this Colombian girl who I went to St. John's with at the time, and I was like, yo, there's a dude downtown, we're going there. Friday nights. And it was Question Remains, Tribe Called Quest, and we were rapping along to everything. And then I started bringing all my cousins, and I think once Joe identified me as a guy who was bringing a lot of people to his party, we kind of became friends. And he found out at the time I used to rap, right? And he was kind of like, yo, you rap? Let's work on some stuff. Will you be interested in making that your career? And I was like, man, I just do it for fun. I'm just an engineer. I'm an electrical engineer. That's what I'm studying. That's what I'm going to do. But then, aside from all that, I started DJing. And then when I started DJing and I was doing shit on my own, he was one of the first people that was like, yo, you should come do shit with us. And I think when I started the after hours, the after work at Manhattan with him on Bleecker.
Yeah.
That's the first time that I had a cosign from somebody actively working as a DJ, where I wasn't just doing my own thing, bringing out my cousins. And I think from Manhattan, he brought me into Recoup with you and Phil, and that's how I met you guys, right?
I met you at Manhattan.
At Manhattan, yeah.
Because I was like,
you guys were coming to 60 Thompson when I was doing 60 Thompson.
Yes.
Yeah. But that's when I started working with you and Phil, and then it just kind of made me feel like, oh, man, I'm like a bona fide DJ right now. I'm working with these dudes, and they're all like excellent DJs. And so I think, you know, I got to shout out Joe, because I think he kind of brought me in and he co-signed me very early, you know.
That's dope.
Yeah, shout out to 11.
11, what up?
What profession other than your own would you be doing right now? Electrical engineering?
I mean, I don't know. I did it for 15 years. I was good at it,
Yeah.
you know, but I like the problem solving of it. I love that, you know, the way it exercises your brain. But if I wasn't a full-time working DJ, I'd probably be in music, you know. I'd probably be making music, which I kind of am right now. They kind of go hand in hand. I'm not sure that's a good answer.
Nah, but it's an answer.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm looking forward to the music. I know you've been like doing the piano, learning chords.
Yeah, I took a step
progressions.
back. You know, I was making music for several years with like just a fundamental understanding of keys and kind of reverse engineering chords and
Yeah.
chord progression. I'm like, this is stupid. Let me just fall back and figure out how to play the jazz piano. And that way I'll just be
You
that
sound
much
good,
more.
bro. You sound
Thank
good.
you.
Yeah.
I'll be that much more productive. So I'm excited. I've been really taking this intensive course for about a year and a half, and I've made no music. Like, I almost don't want to make music. I'm still kind of like I'm baking something to perfection. You know?
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna start cooking.
No, it's dope because it's inspiring, because it's like there's so many things that I want to do, like that's not, you know, podcast, DJ or anything related. And it's even something simple as like art or drawing or illustration.
Yeah.
But when I see you putting the time and investing not only time but money into like, you know, tutoring and lessons and everything, I'm just like, yo, I gotta make some time to do that too as well and balance it all out. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's a commitment, man. Once you commit to something, you just got to do it.
Yeah.
And if you're not sure, just don't commit. You know.
This is a little morbid. This is the last question. A little morbid, but I feel as DJs, you know, this is an appropriate question to ask. What's the last song you want played at your funeral?
The last song I want played at my funeral.
It's funny because like we were talking with Elijah, right? He's like, what a morbid question. What kind of morbid? Why would you ask that? And I'm like, because as DJs, we would be at a funeral and we have a 30, 45-minute conversation. The last song wasn't appropriate.
He wouldn't listen to that. He wouldn't play that.
You know, like you should have done this or you could have done
But there's
that.
no music at a funeral. So you're saying that we would be playing funeral appropriate music?
I'm saying
Or
at your funeral,
What would be the
what
record?
would be the
that-
last song
yeah, what would
that
be the
you
last
want
song?
people to hear?
Yeah.
At your funeral, when people are like kind of walking out, right?
Or they talk about you or represent you
Right.
in that way. Like, he's gone, but we have that song.
Maybe Keep Rising to the Top?
That's pretty good.
It's nice.
Yeah, Keep
That's some
Rising to
Queen
the
shit.
Top. Yeah.
Mo,
I hate
thank you.
Queens guys.
Hey, thanks for having me, man.
Appreciate
Yeah.
it. First victim of our Road 10.
Yeah.
Thank you.
That's right. So this is behind the paywall.
Yeah.
Oh, that's dope.
Yeah.
I'm not just like a freebie.
No. Not this one.
Guinea pig.